movie review. So, everyone loves Guardian movies, whether it's Guardian, Guardians, The Guardian, The Guardians, Guardians of the Galaxy, Rise of the Guardians, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and then you have Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Gahul. Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Gahul is a 2010 animated movie directed by Zack Snyder, the guy that did Batman vs. Superman. Everyone loves that movie.
Why did you say that name?
Anyway, so our story starts with Soren and his brother. I'm just gonna call him Edgy Brother. His name doesn't matter. There's two owls that kidnap them and carry them through the sky. That's where you meet useless side character number 1. She's not important at all. The only thing she does is explain what moon blinking is. So when they get to the place they're being kidnapped to, they tell all the other owls that are getting kidnapped to look at the moon. Because apparently if you fall asleep while looking at the moon, you get hypnotized and get amnesia. So Soren and pointless side character number 1 decide, hey, let's be real sneaky and just not look at the moon, because apparently nobody else thought of that. Anyway, so the reason that the bad guys are hypnotizing the good guys is so that they can, here's the weird part, they're making them pick metal flecks out of a rat that's been previously eaten by an owl and then regurgitated out, and then they put those metal flecks into a pile. And apparently when you put a bunch of little metal flecks into a pile, it makes magic gizzard hurting juice around it. Anyway, so Soren and pointless side character number 1, they get recognized by this bad guy he's secretly a good guy, don't tell anybody, and then he teaches them how to fly. They didn't know how to fly before. Then they escape. They go find pointless side character number 2. His name's Digger. He digs holes and he tells bad jokes. That's literally his entire character. And then, let's see, we get introduced to the third pointless side character. His name's Twilight. What does he do? He plays the lute. Why is he there? No reason. And then they go find the Guardians by flying straight for a really long time. That's their whole story. They just fly for a long time. And then they find the Guardians. Ooh, they're the protectors of everything, I guess. And then they gotta convince the Guardians to help them. And the Guardians go and they get trapped by the magic gizzard hurting juice that's made by all the metal flecks. And Soren's there and he takes this pot that's full of something, and he lights it on fire. And then he flies over to this big old cord that's holding up the thing that holds all the gizzard hurting juice. And he just throws it at that cord and it explodes. I don't know why it didn't explode earlier if it was literally on fire. But anyway, he explodes that cord and then the dome drops down and then there's no more gizzard hurting juice hitting all the Guardians. So then they beat up the bad guys and save the day at the end. Anyway, this movie, it's got some substance there with the animation. The story is weird, it doesn't make any sense. The side characters do literally nothing throughout the entire story. Anyway, I'd probably rate it 4.5 out of 10. Also, there's a snake in this movie. Did I mention that? There's a snake in this movie that just does nothing. Anyway, I hope the sequel gets canceled. Bye.